Hello guys, so in this video we will be going to see how we can get AWS account bill daily on your email. Okay, so the problem is like if let's say if you have started some services, some of the service like let's say EC2 or any other service, and somehow you missed to either delete this service or disable this service, like it would be costing you very much, right? So but if you get continuous amount on your mail, you would be definitely checking that email, and you can save that cost, right? So this would be the advantage. So what we will be going to do is like we will be creating a lambda function that ultimately uses the billing and management console to get the bill from it of the AWS services. I mean the current bill of the AWS account, and then after we'll send this as an email using the SES service. Okay, and then after what I will be going to do, I will be going to trigger this lambda function to execute daily on a specific time, like whatever your choice of time, right? Let's say morning 7 or whatever it is, right? So let's quickly create a lambda function. I will be name it as an read bill and send. Okay, then after I will choose the runtime as Python. You can choose anyone of your choice. So meanwhile it is creating, so what we will be going to do, we will be going to use this management console, sorry, billing and cost management console for fetching out the bill. Okay, so let's quickly go here. So here kind of if you go inside the bill section, you would be able to see, definitely you would be able to see the bills of the current month as well as the last month as well, right? So for mainly for us, I think the current month uh, bill would be important for us. So that is as of now USD 1.65. Okay, so we would be kind of going to use this billing and management console using the lambda function. So make sure you have the proper IAM rights to view this, and then after we will be going to assign the same permission to lambda function as well. Okay, so what we will do, we will come here, go inside the configuration, open the role, and inside the role we would be going to add two permissions. The first one is for billing, to read kind of bills, and then after second would be the permission to use the Amazon SES full access, right? So it would give this lambda function ability to use the SES service. Okay, so we have added two services. The first one is SES for sending email, second one is for billing to fetch out the bills from the AWS from the billing and management console. Okay, so I'm closing this tab, I'm closing this tab also. So read and build now. Okay, so inside now we will be going to write code. So I have pre-written in code, I think, here. So the code is very simple. What we are doing is basically we are kind of creating two clients. The first one is a cost explorer client inside the region name AP South one. So make sure you choose region of your choice, and then after SES, uh, client of SES in the same region. I have created a method for send email. So send email basically takes two emails, subject and body, and source is I have hard coded awsmasterchef at gmail.com. So that's my Gmail ID only. Destination address is basically coming from this two email, and then after message whatever I wanted to send, subject and body. So now whatever source email you are using, what you have to do, you have to come back onto console, search SES. Okay, and inside the SES go inside the identities. Okay, once you go inside the identities, what you have to do, you have to create a new identity. But I have already created an identity, right? For me I have already created, but you have to create it if you are coming on here first time, right? So I will click on this create identity. Then after I will choose email address. I will type email address, let's say awsmasterchef@gmail.com, right? And then after will be just click on create. And so as of now I think this is already exists, so just for the sake of now I will click on this create identity. So if you see it here now, a new identity has been created with name AWS masterchef at gmail1.com, and as of now it is showing verification as pending. Okay, so now you must have received an kind of an email on your entered email ID. So in that email you would be getting a link, and you have to click on that link to kind of complete this verification. Okay, so once this verification is complete, you would be able to send and send messages using the SES, right? So I will come back here. So that's the send email function. Then after, I will go inside the lambda handler. So this lambda handler is very easy. I will say what it is doing is, sorry. So first it is kind of like just getting the date, current month start, current month end date, and then after using the explorer get cost and uses, using the CE client, cost explorer client, it is passing start date and end date, and then after I will be getting the monthly granularity cost, and then inside, once I get the response, from response I would be accessing the exact amount, right? And then after I am again calculating this today's date, and then I am creating the subject and body. So subject would be bill on, let's say today's date is 4th of May, so it would be 4th May 2024. And then after, I am converting this float amount to the INR amount. So roughly dollar to Indian rupees conversion is rate is 80 rupees. It is a rough amount, like maybe you can do it for your own currency, right? And then inside the body as well, I am sending the same thing, but if you want to customize it, you can definitely customize it. And then after, I'm just using the send email, passing the email ID on which I have to send, subject and body. Okay, so basically just fetching out the bill using this get cost and uses, and then after sending email. Okay, so what I will do, I will copy this code here, I will come on here, and then after I will just paste it. Okay, save it, deploy it, and just ran it for the test perspective. Okay, so I would be just giving it a name test, saving it, testing it. Yeah, so now we got the response like status code is as 200 and email has been sent successfully, right? So now if you are trying it parallelly, you must have received an email on your email ID, that basically, I think with subject line like your bill for 4 5th, I mean the 4th of May 2024 is XYZ amount, right? So this is how you can get the bill basically. Now we will see how we can schedule this lambda function to call on a daily basis, so that we would be getting this email on daily, right? So for that perspective, we have to use Amazon Event Bridge. What you can do, once come on to Event Bridge, Amazon Event Bridge, then after just go inside the schedules. Once you are inside the schedule section, we have to create a new schedule. So I think let's name it as an uh, kind of read. Yes, okay, send daily bill. Then after, I think just keep all the configurations default. Then after, it is asking for it is one time schedule or recurring schedule. So it is recurring schedule actually, right? So inside the recurring schedule, I will keep this time zone as per me. You can select as per your choice. Cron expression, I have written in cron expression here only. So I will be just copy pasting it. So here it is basically, what I am done is like I wanted to run it as 7 AM daily. So that's the reason I have selected this as an 0 minute 7 hours, and kind of each day of the month and each day of the year. So that's the reason kind of I am passing this type of cron expression. So if you wanted to understand this cron expression in detail, you can just Google it. It's very basic. So once we are going to, I think just now I think we will go ahead, start it and end it. We would be keeping this as an optional, that is I mean blank. It is an optional field. Flexible time window, I will just make it off. Then after, it is asking for like what I have to do, like as an event bridge, once this event happen, what they have to do. So basically we have to invoke a lambda function. Lambda function is basically read, build and send. Payload, we don't want to pass any payload, so I will be like just enable it. And then after, I will be going to run it, right? Next. And then after, I will click on create schedule. Okay, so I think kind of there are 12 steps. It is creating schedule for, I think 12 steps. So now I think the schedule has been created. So this schedule will trigger each day at like at 7 o'clock, and will going to initiate this lambda function, read bill and send. And this lambda function would be responsible for reading bill using the AWS management console, billing management console, and then after we'll send it, okay, to your email ID. Okay, so that's it for this video. If you have any queries or comment or feedback for me, do post it out in the comment section. Keep subscribing to channel. Thank you.